Yes, guys, welcome to another episode of Matt's in Acting Tips. Today I'm going to be talking about monologues. Right. I don't know why I've always been accused of having an issue with monologues, and I'll tell you why I've got an issue. I don't know. All right, why I've had an issue with monologues is because I've always seen it as a very lazy thing. So if you go to an acting school, and they'll go, oh, audition, just send us a monologue, then they're not really getting underneath you as an actor, because the majority of monologues, whenever you see them, are never a good representation of somebody's acting ability. Monologues, for me, are usually a representation of how good people are at making speeches. There's a difference, okay? Monologues gets actors into some incredibly bad habits, and they do not do them well. Now, I'm not going to be so negative as to say all this and then not give you the answer. So by the way, at the end of this video, I am going to tell you how monologues should be done and should be done well. But I'm going to tell you the problem first. And monologues, people deliver them as a speech. They don't actually deliver it as a two-way conversation. Acting is reacting, all of this stuff. Basically, when you have a decision to say something, there is usually, it's because of something. It's because you feel the need to change something. That's objectives. That goes right back to Stanislavski. When you just rehearse and you learn a line and just deliver it, you are no longer acting, okay? This is what people do wrong in auditions. They over-rehearse the line. How do I want to say the line? And they stand up in an audition. Somebody says the other line a different way and they don't adapt, so they sound false. Monologues are very much the same, and I literally just cannot listen to them, right? I literally cannot sit through a monologue. That's so bad, isn't it? Now, what should you do to deliver a monologue well? Okay, it's incredibly difficult, okay? Because if it's been written like a monologue, and you know what I mean, it's when it's been written to be a monologue, a speech, you really can't get out of it. But a few things. Here's a few tips on monologues. Number one, pick something that excites you. People always go, people always message me all the time and like, have you got any monologues? What monologues would suit me? And I just always reply back saying, no, just find something that excites you. Even if it's one part of a conversation and you deliver it that way, okay? Then a monologue will be incredibly good as long as you connect with it and you get excited about it. If you don't do it, because the words and the resonance of those words that you're saying is part of the trick. When you are delivering a monologue, you are saying words. You have to connect with those words and deliver a resonance of those words. How those words make you feel as they're coming out of your gob. But as well as that, to deliver a monologue well, and this is the hardest thing, you have to make each line and each word a response to what you see, to what you hear, to what you think, and to what you feel. And that's what a lot of monologues, or people who do monologues don't do. So you have to connect with all of the time what you're seeing. So if you're in a room and you're delivering a monologue, you have to actually be responding to what you see in that room with all of the people that you may be delivering it to. They have to become part of the monologue because you need to react. Those lines need to come about because of what you're seeing, what you hear. Even if, somebody, say for instance, had a packet of crisps and that annoyed you, that would then make you say the next line in a certain way because it's live, it's real, it's happening, it's truthful. What you're thinking. Guy with the crisps, what a wally, makes you angry. So then that has a resonance on how you say the next line and how you feel. Now you can come into a scene or a monologue and you can decide how you feel at the beginning of the monologue. But then again, you can't as you go through. If you feel nervous, you have to connect with that feeling and actually bring that into the scene, into the monologue. So just remember when you're delivering a monologue, connect with something that excites you. Make it 100% live performance, not a speech. And the way that you do that is you connect constantly with everything that you see, even when delivering it live. Hear, even when you're delivering it live, and there's probably nobody else talking but you can tune in to noise and how even the quiet should affect you. Everything that you think, thoughts go through your head all of the time. That creates a live performance because you're constantly interacting with your own thoughts and everything that you feel. Monologues need to be more live, not prepared, not over prepared, not a speech. They need to be a live performance and they need to be different every single time you perform it. Just like when you are acting. This is why I hate monologues, because it gets people into a really, really, really bad habit of wanting to prepare lines and over-prepare lines. And it takes a lot, and I mean a lot of skill to be able to deliver a monologue just like I've kind of described there. Making it a live, interactive, two-way performance, reacting constantly in the moment to everything that you see, hear, think, and feel. It takes an absolute master to do it. That's why monologues, a lot of the time, I really struggle to even watch. Okay, this has felt like a really negative episode, but please, I've just given you the absolute key to monologues. If any of you are delivering a monologue, don't deliver it as a choreography, don't deliver it as over-rehearsed, deliver it as a live, momentary performance, just like I've described, and you will blow people away. I've only seen very few times people who've done monologues in a really live, amazing way. And believe me, they have absolutely ripped the room apart with it, okay? So there we have it, monologues, wow! Okay, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave your comments, okay? I don't mind at all, even if you disagree, it's perfectly fine, all right? Subscribe and pass this episode on to somebody who needs it, all right? This is free advice. Subscribe and I will see you next week for another episode of Matt Zena Acting Tips.